Hello and welcome to a new video. This is a conceptual idea for the implementation of degradable, mainly PvP focused items, which would solve the problems current ideas have. So if you are not interested about things like this, just skip this video. So first up, I want to say that all the information that will be shared in this video can also be found in the description if you would rather read it than hear me talk about it. So first I want to talk about why the old concept from POC is flawed. So if the degradable items drop as a single big item drop, the PVMer just picks them up and runs away. So there's no chance for the PKer to kill the PVMer for the item because there's no real time frame for that to happen. Compared to the current situation with all the small loots you get there, and you actually have to risk something because banking takes too long, which is a much better system. So the other flaw the old system has was if you killed somebody using a degradable item, you might only get a really small percentage of the item because you already used it for a really long period of time. An example for that would be a player using a degradable item, for example a Vestas Longsword back in the day, for 90% of its lifespan. So back then you would only get 10% of the item's value if you killed the player and he didn't protect it. So that means you as a player didn't know how much you would get from killing that guy, which is always a bad situation. Also, I have to add here that this created an influx of unwanted GP into the economy, which is always bad. So let's get to my new idea, of which I think it would solve both of those problems. So for each degradable item, we would create 3 items. A shard named after the item. This shard would be individually for each degradable item that exists. For example, a helmet of the same type as a plate body would have a different shard. A fully charged version of the item could then be made out of 5,000 shards with the according skills like crafting, smithing, fletching, and the appropriate skill levels can be applied here. Then there would also be a degraded version of the item, which could be dismantled for 4,000 shards or could be charged into a full version for 1,000 shards. Next is how you would get them from Revenants. So Revenants would drop the shards in really small quantities, like 1 to 5, but very commonly. This will make it not worth it to bank after every shard drop and will give an incentive for PKers to kill the PVMers, which is a good thing. Secondly, the value of one shard will probably be somewhere between 1k and 50k, depending on how useful the items are. This is assuming that 1 hour of using the item is valued at around 1 mil to 50 mil, like it was pre-OC. So this prices could heavily depend on how rare the shards will be made. So how would the usage and losing of the degradable item in PvP works? So when you're using the fully charged item in PvP or wherever you're using it, it will degrade into a degraded version after 60 minutes of usage. So that's the idea. 60 minutes of usage is 1,000 shards. So how would it work if you kill someone? When you kill someone who was not protecting the item, you will get the degraded version of the item, securing you with at least 80% of the value the item had at all times. So he can't degrade it more because it would go into the degraded state before you would kill him. So you would always get at least 80%, which is amazing. And the additional shards it still had could be given to the killer too, if it's technically possible. I'm not sure how this would work. So that's my full suggestion how to implement a new system for degradable items if we're talking about degradable items again in the future. So thank you for watching this video, and please leave a comment if you like content of this style or if I should not do this again in the future. Thanks for watching, thanks and bye.